what we organized, and I want to start the closing procedure or ceremony with this, we organized two, so 4 poster awards exactly. So 2 poster awards per day. So we, in the conference, we had 2 poster sessions. The first one were about 16, I think, poster presenter so exchanged their views with the participants. And the second day where we had 12 posters presented. And the poster jury was actually going around a little bit in disguise, because we didn't call them poster jury, but they were poster chairs. And so let's say, I will now pass on to the 2 coordinator of the poster jury, Dilek, Yildiz, and then she will connect, so she will pass on to Sonja Spitzer.
Thank you, Paola. And first of all, I would like to thank you as a conference organizer and all the admin team for this amazing and smooth online conference experience. Also for it went very well with the poster sessions. And I will announce the winners, but first I would also like to thank the other 2 poster juries for day 1, Michaela Potonchakova and Alexia, and all the poster presenters on the first day. And now I would like to announce the winners of the day 1. I think Barbara is going to share the certificates, and the first one goes to Leonor Greller, Leonie Bremers, Job 1 Excel, Peter Bucks, Marianne von Bosche on their work on burden of informal care in the Netherlands during the corona pandemic. And then the second award goes to Vladimir Shapiro for his poster on modeling COVID-19 age-sex mortality metrics. And actually, this year, for the first day, we decided to give a 3rd award on Monday. And by the time we decide, we didn't know, but then Paola told me this one goes to the youngest participant of the conference, who's actually a 12th grade student. And I would like to congratulate Cindy Chen for her work on analysis of geographic, demographic, and socioeconomic factors impacting COVID-19 case rate in China's Hubei province. So I'd like to congratulate all of the award winners. And now I will hand the floor to Sonja.
Thank you, Dilek. I had the great pleasure to be chair for the poster sessions of today poster sessions, together with my colleagues Vanessa Di Lego and Roman Hoffman. So thanks to them for helping me. And also thanks to all the presenters, poster presenters today. We had a really tough time deciding on 2 winners for today. So the first poster we decided on is on productivity related to paid and unpaid work during the COVID-19 pandemic by Samara Hals and her co-authors. The reason we picked that poster is because they used very novel data and a really refined measure of productivity to analyze paid and unpaid work during the pandemic, which was extremely interesting. So congratulations to you. And then the second poster winner for today is the poster on the effect of income inequality on the COVID-19 pandemic, evidence from European countries by David Sanchez Paez. And we chose that poster because it really highlights how inequality is a really important dimension to consider when analyzing COVID-19, even in rich countries, such as countries in Europe. So congratulations to David. And thanks again to my co-chairs and to everyone who presented today. I will now hand over to the organizing team again.
So thanks a lot. I would say we could almost try, so let's make an experiment. The host is currently asking you to unmute yourself, and I would like to try a real applause for the poster winners, but just wait, because it would be also great if you could switch on the videos. And so when everyone maybe unmuted themselves. What I see is that a lot of people are already doing it. And when we are ready, so everyone that can, of course, we will take also a picture during this applause. And I would say that we can go now. So, well, it was.
Can we add applause for the organizers?
Yay! Absolutely.
Thank you. But so the closing ceremony didn't stop yet, because I will pass now the word back to one of my co-organizers, I mean, one of the team of the organizers, and I want also to thank them all from my side. He will do it also in a moment, but it was really a wonderful collaboration, wonderful experience, and although I'm looking forward to meet you all in person latest next year, but it was also nice. It was, at the end, it was almost natural to meet in this space. So, Miguel, now the floor is yours for going on with the closing ceremony.
Right, yes, thank you very much. Final time this is being asked. Can you see the slides?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. So before actually reminding you about this Vienna yearbook special issue, and again, you are very, very welcome to submit. The process is already open, and I'm sure our guest editors, Paola, Joshua Goldstein, Anne Goujon, and Guillaume Marois are happy to receive your submissions. Before I do that, actually, after I've done that, let me just share a few impressions, very personal impressions I was taking away from the conference.
What's happening?
So there's the saying that in every evil thing, there is something good. And I found three things which were good about COVID, which are the following. First, it has given us in demography, as in other sciences, an immensely rich research agenda. And I hope you share my feeling of excitement that I have, having explored this together with all of you during this conference. So this will provide us food for thought for many years. And there's so many interesting and indeed novel aspects to demographic research which have come alive. The second good is that apart from giving us as the Wittgenstein Center a convenient theme for our annual conference, it has actually also given us the possibility to explore a new conference format, this online format, and it has worked terribly well. I hope, again, you share this impression. And that's the third point. Not only has it worked well as a sort of log fire to congregate around, it has actually opened options for people to attend who otherwise might not, for various reasons, might not have been able to attend. So I think that's really another great gain for considerations. Now, let me move on to the very pleasurable part of this, which is to thank some people especially, but ultimately all of us. And it's to thank the colleagues who have made this conference come alive. There will be true flowers. At the moment, we have to make do with these virtual stylized flowers. But yes, these are the people without whom this conference wouldn't have been there. And I think it's really our greatest thanks, which goes to them, Petra and Inga, who've worked day and night on the administration, on the organization of the conference, of dealing with you, dealing with us as a organizing committee, dealing with the communication channels. So a very great job, and we wouldn't be here without them. Similarly, we wouldn't be here without Barbara and Bernhard, who've set out this terrific website, and who've organized the whole online conferencing. So literally, we wouldn't be there without their efforts. And I hope, again, you share my impression that actually not only was this a conference which was running without any of the kind of expected, perhaps, failures and bugs in software, but it was actually running so well that while we had a concern that about having an online conference in the first place, I think now it's a shared concern whether we ever have a real conference again. But I leave this to it. Then we had Lisa and Stephanie, who've been working on the layout. That's Lisa, who's designed all of our material, and Stephanie, who's kept the tweeting active and loud. And also we have the support of Heba, of Annie, of Binu, and Katja helping out here and there and everywhere. So really thank you to all of you. I mean, this is the cornerstone. Oops. No. My slides are actually failing me.
With apologies to Bernhard, I think the sex differential is most interesting.
Damien, thank you so much. And my personal apologies to Bernhard. Yes, Bernhard, of course, the thank goes to you as well. This said, I'm still stuck here. Thanks very much. Whoever it was. Yes, the other round of thanks goes to those filling the conference with the science, which are the chairs and co-chairs, too many to be named, but please feel addressed personally. The same to the poster prize committee, whom we've just seen online, our yearbook editors, Paola, Josh, Anne, and Guillaume, and of course our keynote speakers, Nikki Popper, Josh Goldstein, and Karl-Ulrich Meyer, who's still there, who've shared their insights, their knowledge, their wisdom. And indeed, thank you to all of you as presenters, contributors, and listeners. And before I hand over to Alexia, because it was so nice, maybe we can have another round of live applause. I think that's something all of us have been craving for. So again, please become active and unmute yourselves, and then we have another round.
Probably everybody who could turn on their video for a short moment so that we could try to make a conference photograph like we would normally do in reality. And please leave it on maybe for 10, 20, 30 seconds, something like that. Thank you very much.
Bernhard, do I need to stop?
Please unshare the slide then.
I was just to say, I need to stop these. So, everyone ready? Great, well, thank you so much. And now I hand over to Alexia, who will say a few leading words on the part of our directors.
Can you share the slides, Michael, again?
I will try. Now, can someone move them for me for whatever reason? Someone has done very nicely before.
So, Michael, you are sharing it. Yeah.
So, and now I would really like to thank everyone, which already were mentioned by Michael, but there have been especially, I think, 4+1 people behind it who were really the mastermind of the whole conference. And let me really say, I think I have never experienced, I think, such an enormous, efficient, hardworking team during the last days, weeks, etc. I mean, on really making this possible. To be honest, Wolfgang and I think in the beginning we were quite skeptical that we cannot do such a big online conference. And then it was really Paola who said, no, let's do it. And I mean, as you have all experienced, I think during the last 2 days, we have really managed this, I think, with the help, with a wonderful team, and the chair of it was really Paola, and she did really work day and night. I mean, and I guess Mark would be the best one knowing it about this, and I think it's just wonderful. And let me say, behind, I think, together with Paola, it was Raya Mutarak, Mark Lu, and Michael Kuhn, who really were also really putting all their forces into this conference, and it's really amazing what they have managed to do. And let me also say, I think it was not an easy job for them to educate us also in the Wittgenstein Center to use all this in an efficient way. And I have learned myself a lot during the last days how to use all these breakout rooms, etc. And I think it's a technology we will definitely use for the future. But let me also say, I think we're all looking forward to see Paola, Raya, Mark, Michael, and Wolfgang in practice again. And thanks, Wolfgang, because he was really the one who did encourage us to do this. I mean, at the beginning, we thought we cannot have a WIC conference this year. And as you know, Wolfgang, he has a non-diminishing support and also in the future. So there will be many more conferences, hopefully again, I mean, in reality again, but possibly also some in between, like in the format we did today and yesterday. So let me unmute everyone again, or ask everyone to unmute again, and give a really big applause to our mastermind group headed by Paola, and thanks again for everything.
And I must add something, that I was not the only one in the night awake, because I have the proof that the other colleagues from the support team, they were also awake and answering emails at 2 o'clock in the night, what became almost usual. So we were in a jet lag. So it was a very, I must say, I had a lot of fun with these persons to work together and also to organize this space. And I must say, so we have also to mention something, that something very successful were the 2 cultural events. So it was great. It was really, I thought it will be a different feeling. Maybe we will be a little bit skeptical about these cultural events, but they were really fantastic. And we should consider doing this more often, maybe. And just to conclude, so thanks everyone, but also the participants, because they were standing so long in front of the screen. We also were skeptical about this because you become completely tired. And but it was very, very interesting. Everything was running smoothly, what contributed, of course, to the success. And one thing that was especially successful were the breakout rooms. What we didn't, so we didn't expect. We prepared them as service rooms, or just in case someone wants to make a discussion. So I must say this was really a very nice suggestion from the support team to do these breakout rooms. And I'm happy to inform you that they will be open a little bit longer. If you want to chat with your colleagues after the closing of the conference, there is still space, and they will be closed, let me see, in 45 minutes. So at 6:30 latest, we will close the breakout rooms. And I wish you all a very nice evening. And I thank everyone, and I really hope to meet you in person next year latest. And one thing I would like to add, you will receive other information from us. For example, when the YouTube videos will be ready for everyone. This will happen in 1 week, more or less. We will be happy about every kind of suggestions or comments that you want to send us, and especially the negative ones, of course, but we are happy about all the positive ones also. And I think with this, I can conclude. I don't know if there is something else, but could be not. So I really thank everyone, and I wish you a good coming back home. What from a usual conference, maybe it is a very long way, and now it is just from the table to the living room, but it was a pleasure to have you here in this space. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.